Today we're talking about confessions of a workaholic. Just got back from vacation, and truly I hate vacation. I do not like going on vacation. I don't like being away from my life. I don't like being away from my business. It's just, it is what it is, you know? So we'll talk about it. I'm at Pete's Coffee this morning. So the thing about being a workaholic is that you're constantly inundated with work, right? Like you almost put yourself in this place to just always have something that needs your attention, that something that you have to work on. You know, you're trying to fix a customer issue, you're trying to grow a revenue stream, you're, worried about what needs to be ordered. It's a myriad of things, right? And so when I went on vacation, right, I went to Cancun, Mexico, and my wife really wanted to go. She wanted to take the kids, all these kind of things, and I'm not one of those people, right? I'm not one of these people that thinks that kids need to go on vacation. Oh, spring break. Like, I don't care. Kids to me are labor, and I've always thought this. And it's a very unpopular belief, but truth is that to me, kids are not supposed to go on vacation. Kids are not supposed to have it easy. They're not supposed to have some kind of life, have it better than I had it. Like, it's not really supposed to be that way. So going on vacation to me is almost like a loss in a way. I do not like to go on vacation. I cannot say it enough. Vacation to me is a complete waste of time. The thing about going on vacation is that it implies that you've done something to deserve to go on vacation, right? And while there are plenty of things we can say we've done, like we've worked or we've made money or whatever, there has to be something in your mind that says, yeah, I need to go on vacation. I deserve to go on vacation. I should go on vacation. And I've never been wired that way. So getting back from Cancun yesterday, it's like just a detox of not being able to do much, right? So when I went on vacation, I took all my work with me, and my wife took her work with her, and basically I worked on engineering the entire time. I worked on redoing all my part lists. I redid the master numbers that I have for all of my engineering, right? So in the hopes that when I come back here to work, now I have kind of a master list and I can get going in the right direction on the engineering side, because I've been going way off over here for too damn long. Truth is that a lot of times when I'm creating drawings, I'm just sitting there, I'll create something, instead of going back and looking at my master list, I'll just be like, nah, I'll use number 1, 2, 3, and then I end up doing that time and time again. Before you know it, you're fucked. So anyway, point is that being a workaholic is just it's not good for a lot of people. They got people coming in. Good morning. Let's see here. It's, oh boy, Curie TV. Anyway, nice to meet you. Maybe it's Kyrie TV. So anyway, nice to meet you. Good morning. This morning we're talking about being a workaholic. I don't know if any of you are workaholics or you're these people that just really love working. So I thought I'd just kind of give people a little bit of insight into how it is that a legit workaholic thinks. And y'all tell your stories. If you got anything, you agree with any of this, or you got your stories, let me know. But truth is, yeah, I'm a complete workaholic. I hate vacation. I do not like downtime. My happy place is in my shop or at my house. I did a picture with this particular for this particular stream that basically just shows the view from my wife's office, right? We have a house, a panoramic view of the Mississippi River. It's on the bluffs. It's beautiful, right? And that's one of the benefits of being a workaholic, is that you can get a little bit of money, right? And you can have some nice things to come home to. But the truth is that I don't come home to relax. Like, being at home is not relaxing for me. Being at work is relaxing for me. Like, I genuinely like smelling the wood, hearing the machines. I like smelling the paint. I like seeing people moving around. It makes me feel really good, right? I like seeing the postman show up, the FedEx guys, always just dropping shit off. Like, it's literally my happy place. It's just, I don't know if this resonates with anybody. So we got more comments coming in. So guys, hit the like on the stream this morning, and add your comments. Let me know what you're talking about. Let's talk about it this morning. But so read a couple quick comments here. Why did this scarecrow receive an award? Oh boy, here we go. So this is Snow Wolf 1999. So yeah, we get people out on these streams, especially in the beginning. They just have like these kind of interesting comments that aren't really relevant to the discussion. So whatever. Another person we got, Oxford Professors, Moose Knuckle. Oh boy, great name. Speaking of what, I'm about to chop up. Yep, see, there we go. You got all these great comments here. So we got some interesting, because he did an outstanding job in his field. Oh boy. Okay. Anyway, so we got things going on here. I know people are quite entertained with themselves this morning. So anyway, coming back from vacation, right? So it's nice to go on vacation. I know people like to do that kind of stuff, but the truth is that you can't really turn that switch off, right? And you're just petrified when you leave your business that everything is going to fall apart. And honestly, on this time when I went on vacation, like nothing fell apart, which was fantastic. There weren't a ton of questions. Actually, shit started going sideways when we were coming back from vacation, right? And we had a piece of furniture that was delivered to the wrong house. I had my cabinet maker asking me if he could build fucking drawer boxes with plywood, which is never allowed. Drawer boxes are always made of hardwood. So anyway, just stuff like that, but it was fine. It was not a big deal. So now it's 6:30 in the morning, and I get to go back to work, right? Which makes me feel really good. Like I, again, do not like vacation. I've never liked vacation. And the truth is, I don't know if anyone else is wired that way, So I got more comments coming in. Yeah, same stuff going on. People are just, people are so funny with their comments. So anyway, the workaholic thing is it's helped to get kind of what I want out of life, which is to not be a burden on anybody, right? Like that's kind of been my goal since I was very young, because I don't want anyone to have to rely on me, right? Which again, as having kids and being a parent, all that kind of stuff, that's a little bit counterintuitive. But the truth is that for me, like kids are labor. Like you have kids because you need help with your business, right? You have kids because you need help around the house, around the farm, all these kind of things. I've never thought of kids as being these accessories that you're supposed to, put nice clothes on and give all the nice things to, make sure that the best of everything kind of show off to your friends. I've never thought of it like that. And my wife very much does. I mean, kids are just these things that you're supposed to, I don't know, you're supposed to groom into being better people than you are, I guess. I mean, I don't know. But that's just kind of how I've always thought about it. So when you go on vacation, you take kids on vacation, to me, it's a humongous waste of time, and it's a humongous waste of resources. And anyway, I don't like it. I feel like my efforts and their efforts and everyone's efforts are better off at work, and that's the part of the problem with being a workaholic is you just constantly are working. So if you could look at what I have going on right here right now. So this is kind of my downstairs room. And what I have here is I've got a desk, I've got 2 monitors, I've got a big television out back, and then I've got my engineering computer. And what I do is I have SolidWorks open up here, I've got my Excel spreadsheets open up over here, I've got internet going on, I've got Amazon, I've got all kinds of things, Instagram, Facebook, all these different kinds of things that I'm looking at in the morning, kind of seeing where the metrics are and stuff. When I do videos, I look at the metrics on videos, drinking my coffee, of course, and this is literally how I wake up, looking for the stimulation, I guess, of running a company, right? I'm looking for that stimulation, and it's just it's part of the experience, right? And then getting in my car, going to work, same deal. When I get into work, I'm ready to hear the machines. I want to hear the spray booths. I want to hear the cars going by, the trucks coming in, like all that stuff is stimulation. That's just kind of, I think that's part of being a workaholic, So I'm not sure if anyone can, again, if anyone can relate to this, I see we got a couple goofballs in the comments. I think we got, looks like Bill Andy came in here, nice hat. Yeah, I know, right? So this is my leg lamp. So if anyone knows A Christmas Story, I love the movie A Christmas Story. My mom loves it, and we kind of have some things from that movie that we've bought each other over the years, and that's something my mom got me, and I just always like it. Eventually I'm going to change what I have going on in the back here. Actually, I've got a television I'm going to put in the back, kind of liven all this stuff up in here. This room's kind of dark, like so it's more like a man space than anything. But anyway, all right, more comments. I once loved wood, who was it clean? It's like you get all these goofy comments coming, you get more people coming with their goofy comments, but that's okay. Eventually it kicks the algorithm around, and we'll get the right kind of comments coming on in here. So again, hit the like, hit the subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I put content out all day, every day, along with running my woodworking business and making things for people. I do lots of videos on making furniture. I own a business here in St. Louis, Missouri called The Resplendent Crow, where we paint furniture, we make furniture, and we have I think about 7 or 8 employees right now, and it's just it's a low 7 figures business, and it's been good. It's a shit ton of work, but it's like I said, I did a stream the other day. It's the best job you'll ever love, or the hardest job you'll ever love, because honestly, being a woodworker is really freaking difficult. It's and owning a woodworking company is extremely difficult. And the people that I know that do this woodworking thing and own a company, they're kind of wired the same way. They're kind of workaholics. And a lot of business owners, I'm sure, are this way. See more comments coming in. Also, was it clean? You're a handsome man. Okay, well, if that gets you to like and subscribe, being a handsome man, great. Thank you. 45 years old, ultra athlete, did lots of 50-mile runs, and used to do obstacle course racing all over America. So I don't know if it keeps you in shape or whatever. But anyway, truth is that being a workaholic is this thing that just never turns off, you know? So again, if anyone is in this space, if anyone understands what I'm talking about, contribute to the conversation, because it's a struggle, man. Like it is really hard to relate to people, right? So fortunately, I married a woman who is very much a workaholic, but I've noticed that over the years, my wife has kind of toned it down a little bit. Like she's kind of, as she gets a little bit older in life, I think she wants to do a little bit more of the vacationing, hanging out with the kids, you know, that kind of thing, which I think is very normal. Whereas me, I've gone the opposite way. The older I get, the more I want to work, right? The more I'm putting into things, you know, trying to create new products, new revenue streams, and just more reasons to work hard, right? So one of my goals this year is essentially to get myself out of the shop as much as possible by automating what it is that I do. So taking most of the woodworking stuff that I do, I'm getting a ton of it CNC cut now. I'm training people to be woodworkers and furniture makers and cabinet makers. And I'm trying to get my engineering so good that anybody can do what it is that I do so that I can go work on the next thing, right? And that's one of the things I'm really trying to work on. And as a workaholic, it's super easy for me to do all these things, but I'm also an idiot. I never graduated high school, so I fuck up all the time, and I just have to constantly, you know, try this and try that and try this and try that. And I just constantly bash my head against the wall trying to figure out how to grow this damn company. And it's freaking difficult. But I'm happy to do it. I would rather beat my head against the wall every day than go on vacation, right? I do not like going on vacation. All right, we got more people coming in. Let me come through the comments here. So more of the shape of your skull. It's oh, you people are so funny. Johnny, this Metapause. We got YSLP10 coming in. The Monster 666 keeps got all kinds of interesting stuff. I struggle with alcohol and relapse. Yeah, a lot of people struggle with all kinds of things, you know, and I don't know if that's a workaholic thing necessarily. I know a lot of people that have struggled with alcohol. My dad and my stepdad are both alcoholics, both what we call functioning alcoholics, which are very different. But only my stepdad was a workaholic, and he actually loved going on vacation. He loved going fishing, boating, whatever he could do. He loved doing that stuff. And my dad was a functioning alcoholic, but not a workaholic by any means. Just loved to constantly make things. He's always making shit, which is really cool, you know. But yeah, alcohol is a tough one, man. Like I think there's a lot of people that need that buzz, right? They drink to get that buzz, and I don't honestly understand that. My favorite time to drink is actually when I'm at work. Like I really enjoy having a couple beers and cutting out parts on the table saw, you know, which people think, oh, that's so ridiculous. But truth is that it's not. It's just society has told us that we can't do that stuff, and so I've always done it. I've done it for 20 years. I love having some beers, getting, you know, whatever you say, working routers, shooting nails, all that kind of stuff. Like never been a problem for me. I've always enjoyed it. It's like I said, it's actually relaxing for me. But yeah, I've never drank really outside of work very much. It just isn't. It's just not my thing. Unless I'm hanging out with my wife or something, you know, we go shoot the shit. All right, more comments coming through. But good luck on the alcohol thing, you know. So if it can be beat, you know, the thing I think that people struggle with when it comes to alcohol is there's this association with that buzz, right? So very much like wine. When I drink wine, I often have it's in a really good space, right? You've got lots of excess going on, and so when you drink that wine, it creates kind of like a relationship. I think if you drink that wine, you're going to get to that feeling again, and it's not the wine that's doing it. It's actually the experience, but you associate it with the wine, which is really, really goofy. I think that happens to a lot of people with alcohol. They're trying to get something better in their life, and they associate alcohol with that thing, right? When the truth is that we can just create better lives for ourselves and find more meaning in life. You don't really need the booze, right? There isn't that association. So I don't know anything about anything, to be quite honest with you. All right, more comments coming in. We got Min Jim. I don't know if Min Jim is in Minnesota. I mean, how many times a day do you think about the Roman Empire? Okay, yeah. Not very often, but I do think about it quite a bit because our country is kind of going in the same direction, or at least was. I don't know if it is anymore. But that going on. Min Jim, some more of this. We have a lot of goofy comments. I stream more through this stuff. Man, tons of comments, so I guess that's good. I can't really hurt it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, all these kind of things, people. It really helps the stream. So funny, I work at a wood mill. Interesting. So Monster 666, you work at a wood mill. Okay, what kind of wood mill do you work in? What is it you do there? I'm kind of curious. I'm from Oregon, the Pacific Northwest here in America, and it's nothing but the timber industry, you know, so I'm very familiar with the timber industry. I never drink outside of work. I'm kind of that way. I know that's exactly what I said, and that's exactly who I am. That's the thing about being a workaholic. It's like you work all the time. You know, I usually get up in the morning about, I don't know, 5 maybe. 5 is kind of when I like to get up. But I come home from work like 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, and this is what I do. You know, and I get into work at like maybe 9 o'clock in the morning. But I'm here when I get up working constantly on my computers, just doing whatever needs to be done, and then go to the shop for 10 hours, and or not 10 hours, probably 9 hours. Go to the shop, and then come home. So the other thing is, like, I live quite a ways away from work, so I live on the Mississippi River, but my shop is actually in St. Louis. So I have a good 35-minute drive to work every day, which is fine. I don't mind. I love the drive, to be quite honest with you. It's a beautiful drive. Okay, more work. Now I don't stay home, drink, and just chill. But the come down, put me in the hospital, and gave me anxiety attacks. I assemble wood with Faji wood. Works with social. I don't know what FAJE Faji wood is. A lot of woods. I worked in aerospace, and all we did was with exotic woods, but I'm not familiar with that one. So I'm kind of curious. Monster 666. What country are you in? Is that I don't know if that's a foreign wood. All right, more people coming in. Good morning, hello. So we got DR. I don't know if that's meant for doctor or whatever, but anyway, good morning. Anyway, so back to the workaholic thing. So truth is that being a workaholic, like I said, my stepdad was kind of a workaholic. My dad, of course, was not. Both were alcoholics. But growing up, I got to see what this is like, where you literally just get up in the morning, have your coffee, do whatever you're going to do, and then you go to work, right? You go to work, you work all day, you come home well late into the night, you might sit down, eat some dinner, and it's just this constant repeating cycle. And that's kind of what I saw growing up, so I don't know if that's what caused all of this, but truth is that I just don't want to do anything else. I love making furniture. I'm one of those people, I think, that just loves what I do, like that much. I don't know if this is a normal thing, or there's anybody out watching this right now that just loves what they do so much that they do it when they go to work, they do it when they come home. It's just, it's that thing that they're just constantly working on. Like, I'm very curious if that's something that people do, because I don't know. I kind of wonder. But I constantly work. And that's kind of what I want to talk about this morning, is if it's a thing that people do. And again, now that I'm coming back from vacation, like, I literally have to make a deal with my wife to go on vacation, right? It's not like we just go because we both want to get out. Like, it's never that way with me. It's always a discussion, because I got to kind of wrap my head around the idea of being away from my business for more than 3 or 4 days. And anyway, I don't know if it's a normal thing for people. It's one of those things that just go on a vacation. I fucking hate it. I hate going on vacation. And the truth is that where I live is one of the most beautiful places you could live. Panoramic view of the Mississippi River. We got Grafton up the road, which is they call it the Key West of the Midwest, which is kind of funny. And it's gorgeous. There's no, oceans are nice. I love oceans. I love mountains, all that kind of stuff. But man, it's we got it made here. I think here in just right on, like I said, right on the Mississippi River here in Alton, Illinois. So anyway, it's a cool place. I don't like going on vacation. So now we're coming back, right? So now it's the getting ready to come back to the business, and it's wonderful. I'm just giddy to get back to work. So hold on one second. I've got more comments coming in. All right, fake. I'm in Oregon as well. Okay, good. This is fantastic. All right, so I'm from Corvallis, Oregon. So this is Monster 666. So yeah, I'm born and raised in Corvallis, Oregon. All my family is in Portland, Oregon, and then I have a crap ton of family in Seattle. So my parents own a condo in Seattle. We go back there from time to time to hang out, but Seattle's, is not what it was when I grew up there. So anyway, yeah, so you clearly know a lot about the timber industry, I would imagine, because when you go to school in Oregon, you literally learn about the timber industry as part of your education growing up. So yeah, that's Oregon's a place to be. It's a beautiful, beautiful part of the country. I love big women. Your cranium is awesome. Yeah. People are so funny. So anyway, coming back from vacation, all right? So now we're getting ready to jump back into the fire, so to speak. And that's exactly where I want to be. I don't want to be hanging out and watching, it's crazy when you go on vacation. It's like you see all kinds of people, right? But the funny thing is that it's all American hotels everywhere you go. It's not like these are all like different places, and you get kind of get the multicultural. Like these are all American companies that, you know, the Marriotts and the Hiltons, and it's all name brand hotels in these places, and it's all like chicks with their asses hanging out and big titties popping out. And again, that's all great. Don't get me wrong. You know, but you can only do that for so many days, right? And then boozing while you're just sitting there doing nothing all day long is just, it's literally hell. Like it's literally hell, you know, to have to do that, you know. And like my wife's a super attractive woman. Like I'd rather watch my wife, you know, see her ass out on my deck, you know, like geez Louise. But I'd rather be making furniture. I would rather be, like I said, smelling paint, you know, ordering things, coming up with new designs, dealing with customers, you know, shipping furniture, you know, building maintenance, whatever. Like all that is so much more entertaining and interesting to me than this whole sitting down, having cocktails, looking at, you know, people walk, you know, by, you know, whatever. It just, I can't do it. It drives me nuts. And yeah, not interested. So anyway, today you get to go back to work. So what do we have going on today? So coming into work, so here, we'll go through the comments real quick. Again, guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Keep this thing going. All right, I demand to be taken into, goodness gracious. So we got Mr. Palade coming in. Hi, Susie. You look like Obama. Yeah, totally. Yeah, white Obama. Yeah. Anyway, so interesting comments this morning. So anyway, so we're coming back into work. And so we've got a bunch of guys that'll be at the shop at 9 o'clock. So we've got things that need to be ordered. Had one of my credit cards turned off that I order for things because I'm trying to not build up such a balance on my Amazon account. So I've got to go and take care of that. Like I've got to order paints. We got to order, we got to get the acetone back in the shop. I've got to deal with a cabinet maker who's trying to make drawer boxes out of plywood for some reason. So we got to get him going on the right track. We got to teach people how to glue up drawer box stock today and how to basically make drawer boxes that are more than 8 inches tall. So we got to teach people how to do that, you know, mill up all that material. We have to show people how to build vanities today. We got to make, we got to finish production on what's called a Landstrom tall boy. We got a faux bamboo desk we got to finish production on. We got to order slides, right? We ran out of slides. So there's all kinds of things that have to be done. You know, we have a dresser that got shipped to Texas that doesn't need to go to Texas, so we got to get the right dresser going to Texas. You know, so we got that kind of stuff going on. It's just all kinds of things we need to deal with when we get in there, and that is like the happy place. That's the place I want to be, and I just want to constantly be inundated with information and problems. Like that's the thing. I just want to go solve problems, want to fix things, want to teach people, and I want to make shit. And that's what I want to do. I don't want to go on vacation. All right, more comments coming in. All right, there's what do you got? A phrenologist in the audience. I don't know what the hell that means. So let's see here. He is the white Obama. Obama. Oh God, Obama, man. Boy, he really helped healthcare, didn't he? Holy smokes. All right, study those specimens. Yeah, I don't know how we ended up with a stream with a bunch of people that is like people just get on here and they just want to talk. I'm curious, where's everyone at? Like, is everyone in America? I know the Monster 66 said he was in Oregon. So what this studied. Yeah, interesting. So this might not be the greatest stream this morning. So whatever. Continue to make these streams. That's one of the things about doing anything in life is you have to be consistent, right? So when shit gets boring, when it doesn't work, when you know, you constantly run over all these struggles. Like the thing is you have to keep going. And that's one of the reasons I do all these streams all the time. Just you get good at talking, you get good at interacting with people. And this is just part of the game. This is another one of those things that we do as a company to help grow the brand awareness. So funny thing is that when I do all these streams, people make all these, you get a lot of people to put kind of goofy comments on there. But what you guys don't understand is that what's actually happening right now is we're working on something called like, know, and trust. And I'll give you guys some business advice here since I'm here. One of the things we're trying to do when we do these lives is that you're trying to create basically the holy trinity. Okay, so like, know, and trust is the thing that Google uses for their algorithm. Okay, so you take the Resplendent Crow, right, which is a furniture and paint company which has been around for almost 10 years now. Okay, so Google knows that this company has been indexed for a very long time. We've paid advertising, we've done all these kind of things. So Google is very aware of the Resplendent Crow as a business. Okay, we also have something called the Resplendent Home. Okay, the Resplendent Home is something that is a blog, right? And it talks about furniture, but it's in print, right? So you go on the resplendenthome.com, you're going to see all these articles about all this furniture, about trends, about all kinds of stuff, right? So we write these things. Google knows about that. It's been around for a long time. Okay, so again, so now you've got the advertising side of Google, you got the print side of Google, okay, and then you have the video side, right? Which is the modern woodrunner, which is what you're watching right now. So you got a stream about a guy talking about business, okay? You also have all of my videos that I've done for almost 2 years now at this point, right? So now Google knows that the modern woodrunner is collected with the Resplendent Crow, which is also collected to the Resplendent Home, right? So we have this holy trinity that now anytime you search for lacquered furniture, foam and move furniture, Dorothy Draper furniture, any of this kind of stuff, the Resplendent Home and the Resplendent Crow and the modern woodrunner show up very high on the index without having to pay for advertising, right? So this is the thing that you guys need to remember. It's not always about just one specific thing, right? It's about a myriad of things, and when those things all coalesce, it equals success, right? So it's one of the reasons I'm doing the video things. I'm trying to get better at this and talk about business and the thing of doing business and making videos about fixing furniture and helping people to get in business, because truth is that anybody can do this, right? This is a guy who never graduated high school and figured this out, so anybody can freaking do this, but this is the mindset, this is the workaholic mentality. And my wife, again, I think had it, and she's not quite as much of a workaholic as I am nowadays, but things move up and down like this, right? But anyway, so probably in the stream this morning, don't have a ton of helpful comments. Go through a few more of these and see what we have going on here. So getting up at, yep, that's right. Yeah, it is 2 hours behind over there in Oregon. All right, for my walk, blah, blah, blah. Sub, good. I appreciate the sub, guys. Appreciate all the likes, comments. We got more stuff coming in. We got Min Jim, non-sarcastic. I'm impressed with the speed and duration of talking. Getting tired just watching you. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like when you start doing these videos, you will start talking kind of slow. You do a lot of ums, a lot of pauses. And what happens is when you do this stuff over the course of a year or two, you start to learn to talk, and you learn to not do ums and yes and maybes and let me think about it. It's reps. It's just tons of reps putting this stuff in. And that's why I do it, and I don't know if it's helpful. I know sometimes we get people in here that really like to talk about this kind of stuff. Other times you get people in here that are just kind of, I don't know what you're doing all day. You're just looking for different perspectives. So I'm kind of learning how this thing works. It'll take me a little bit to figure it out, but I'll keep working at it and I keep interacting with people. I'm going to figure out exactly how the streaming thing works from a business and woodworking standpoint, because there's no good content about woodworking and streaming. If you guys notice, if you get on YouTube right now and you type up woodworking, it's all people trying to sell you shit, right? Everyone's trying to sell you the idea that you can, make tons of money making furniture. I'm here to tell you that it's extremely hard. It's extremely difficult. And the people that are talking about making money selling 2x4 furniture, they're full of shit. The people that are talking about making live edge tables, they're full of shit. The people that are talking about, you're going to get rich making dining tables, like they're onto something, but it's kind of bullshit, right? Then whether it tells you have to import a lot of stuff. The business of making money in the furniture game is extremely difficult. And most of these people are full of crap. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to buy their course, right? They're not trying to get you to buy their furniture, right? Whereas if you go on the resplendentcrow.com, that's all you're gonna see is furniture, right? You can buy furniture, you can buy hardware, and guess what? We'll make it and we'll deliver it to your house, right? Because that's what we sell, right? So, and I do all these talks, just talk about the furniture business, talk about the industry. I'm not trying to sell anybody a course, just trying to answer questions and get people talking about, doing this thing that we really like to do, which is work with our hands, and maybe not have to go to work for somebody else, get to work for yourself. And I give people the honest to God truth that it's fucking hard. It's super hard, but it's better than go to work for somebody else. In some years you're going to make a ton of money. Other years you're going to lose a ton of money. But in the end, it kind of works out. It's a good middle class to upper middle class life. But you're going to work your butt off, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not supposed to sit at home and watch television and all those kind of things. That's not what life is about. Life is about producing things and making things and helping other people to better themselves. And that's the most gratifying thing about what it is that I do, is that I get to teach people how to make shit, right? And I get to deliver things to people who literally wait years to buy our products. And I absolutely love that kind of stuff. And I hope that I can get people to do the same thing, because it feels really good. And if you can do something that feels amazing all day, every day, you don't need what this one guy was talking about with alcohol. You don't need all that stuff as a crutch, right? You don't need drugs, and you don't need all this shit that people seem to have today. Everyone's depressed and you don't have any of that stuff when you're a workaholic. It doesn't exist, because we always have purpose. We always have something going on in our life. And while it is difficult to go have fun, as some people would say, it's always possible. So anyway, last few comments, then I'm gonna probably get out of here. Curses like life, ups and downs, 100%, man, 100%. Like life is just, that's what it is. It is ups and downs, but the truth is that you have to have that North Star, and a lot of people either change their North Star, or that North Star isn't really their North Star. They just have something that's good enough, right? And they're moving in a direction that isn't really the direction they need to be moving in, which, again, is hard for people to understand. I know it's not gonna make a lot of sense for people. All right. Oh, good. Great. More comments coming in. See, Mod 66, Stephen Ratner. How do you cook a tomato? I don't cook tomatoes. I don't eat vegetables. I know. This is Stephen Renner. Yeah. Don't cook a tomato. Don't eat any of that shit. Like I said, ran ultra endurance athlete for long time. Never ate vegetables. Never ate any of that stuff. Because the truth is that people that exercise and are on their feet all day long, they don't need any of that shit. You can eat meats, you can eat chickens, you can eat fruits, and tons of carbs, breads, whatever you want, donuts, candy. It doesn't matter. You can eat anything you want when you use your body. That's a whole other thing. Like people have these terrible diets, right? And the truth is they don't do very much, which is, again, why that shit's bad for you. But your body's meant to be used. It's not meant to sit around all day long, So if you spend, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours on your ass every day and eating, Doritos and stuff like that, like, it's bad. Yeah, you need salads and you need tomatoes and you need broccoli and arugula and all this kind of stuff, But if you are on your feet all day long and you work and you exercise and you run and lift weights, all these kind of things, then you don't need any of that shit. You can eat literally whatever you want. So that's a side tangent. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate all the comments and likes and all that kind of stuff this morning. And again, we'll do another stream tomorrow, and I'll continue to do this stuff. So if there are people that do want to talk about the business of woodworking, the business of small business, woodworking in general, advertising, marketing, any of these kind of things, like I said, we'll continue to do this thing until we get the comments that we're looking for. And anyway, whoever has a great, I think it's Wednesday today. Yeah, everyone has a great day, and we'll see you all later.